Hello, hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I'm so glad you all could bring your messy, petty asses over here and could hang out with me. I am so glad you all could take a couple minutes out of your day to, just be a little petty, be a little messy, talk a little nonsense, go back into history and remind everyone of what has gone on in the past because we know with everything that has gone on in the last 7 years, there's been a lot of drama. So sometimes we need to go back into history and we need to remind everyone what happened. It's sometimes like we need to jog each other's memory. If you guys can hear Monster licking in the background, my apologies. He is giving his little doggy parts quite the licking, and it's probably the most, he sees more action than Harry probably has seen in a long time. Who knows when the last time Harry has gotten his self licked, but Monster licks himself every night, and my apologies if you can hear him in the background. Make sure you say hello to the mods as you come in. Y'all, the birthday boy. Oh, before I go ahead, let me say thank you. Let me say thank you to everyone who wished our little mascot Monster a happy birthday. It was his birthday yesterday on 4/20, and he has turned 10 years old now. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone who wished him a happy birthday, to everyone who sent well wishes, and to everyone who also had a furry friend who shared a birthday with him. Happy birthday to your cuddly furry friend also. Man, let us get going here because we got a little bit of talking to do here. I thought I would be extra messy and use a photo of Meghan kissing Trevor and kissing Corey because can I ask you guys, have you ever seen Meghan kiss Harry in this manner or to look so into the kisses that he has given her? Not so much. If we're being quite honest, Meghan looks like she's about to Ralph all over the place when Harry touches her. We remember those silly doe eyes that she was making at him at the very beginning. I mean, look at this. First of all, this is supposed to be Meghan and her husband, Prince Harry. Look at how they are posing together. Now, look at how Jake and Meghan are posing together. When we place these photos side by side, who looks like they are more like the couple in these two photographs? It looks like Jake and Meghan just got done fornicating and decided to take a photo because Meghan does have her hair tucked inside her shirt. So it looks like you just threw it on. She wants to give that perception where, look, I just threw my shirt on and we're taking a photo in a bedroom here together. And it's so disrespectful. It is so disrespectful. Meghan cannot stand her husband. Of course, Meghan could never stand her husband. Anyone who knows Meghan Markle knows the fact that Meghan hates gingers. I have told you guys this before. Meghan thinks that gingers are the most unattractive group of individuals ever. She does not like gingers, just like how she does not like her own race of black people. It's the same thing. They're on the same level. Meghan was never in love with Harry. She was just in love with the fact that he could give her opportunities that she would never have, and she would become a member of the royal family. And she stupidly thought that she could take that title and basically go back to Hollywood and shove it in everyone's faces like, oh, look at me. I'm the Duchess of Sussex. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And she thought Hollywood would all throw themselves at her big, gnarly, long toes. Well, that didn't happen because we all saw who the real Meghan Markle is, a bully who loves to use men, who always has a group of men around her, white men, as a matter of fact, right? Meghan just got done giving a sloppy toppy. Just kidding. I don't think. Just kidding. I don't know about that. But I'm just saying, Meghan and Jake have known each other for a very, very long time since Meghan moved to Toronto. You guys all remember when Meghan moved to Toronto, Jake at that time had a magazine, an online business called The Coveteur. If you guys don't remember, let me pull this up here and we can talk about it. Beep, 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 beep. So Jake launched this passion project in 2011 when he was 23. He was smart. And Coveteur started as an online publication that explored the interiors and coveted possessions of celebrities and style setters. Now it produces a lucrative native advertising campaigns for luxury brands, including Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Dior, W Hotels, and Veuve Clicquot. At the time in 2016, Coveteur had an estimated revenue of $6 million. So Meghan Markle, when she moved to Toronto to start working in suits and she got that position, she met Jake. And what happened is that she liked what Jake was doing. This is where the whole idea for the TIG came about, that she wanted to do the same thing as Jake. She started an online presence. She used him as he is a very well connected photographer, and the fact that he already had these connections, she used him to get his connections also. And trust me, come on, you're trying to tell me that Meghan Markle didn't put out at that time? You're trying to tell me that? Of course she did. It was said at times, if you look through Jake's Instagram, you will see old photos that he has still left up there where people in the comments refer to them as the cutest couple ever. This is Toronto is nice, but it's definitely changed. It needs to get cleaned up. Trust me, a lot of places in Canada, especially Vancouver and Toronto and a couple other places, really need to get cleaned up. But this is what Meghan has done. She has always leached onto other men who have already established themselves in one way or another. And she has basically taken their ideas, she's used them to help build her own platform. And you know what? If that's what you're doing, all the power to you. If you want to be the type of woman that goes and copies men and has men set up your business for you, give you the ins and outs, all the tips and tricks and everything, then go ahead. I have no problem. There are a lot of women that have rich husbands that have begun a lot of success, that began their successful businesses like that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Civil defense, thank you. Morning, Molly, 527 here, number one fan checking in. Hello, hello, and say hello to your dear wife for me also, my friend. Thank you. So Meghan, as we all know, is the type to use people to get ahead. And at that time, Jake had connections. And then she was still with Trevor at the time too. And then she divorced Trevor. Now I need to pull up the divorce records because there are conflicting reports that Meghan and Trevor had divorced back in 2013 and some say 2014. So I need to look into that and see exactly what the date is, because I feel like Meghan and Jake were probably, doing the horizontal lambada within the sheets. Who knows? There isn't a man that Meghan Markle hasn't slept with to get her way to the top. And that's not just me saying it. That's very well known around the Toronto area when she did live there. You can talk about, I think we need to bring up all of her dalliances with the hockey players. I think we should talk about all of her fun that she had with the older hotel gentlemen. I mean, there are things like this. Let me show you. I've been on this for a while now. Let me show you here. So there was this tweet that I put back in, what was it, March 2024, where I told you guys Meghan Markle and Jake Rosenberg have history. And I wonder how Harry feels about that because, Harry is not allowed to contact his old flings. Have you seen Meghan hold on? The last time I saw Meghan hold on to Harry in this sort of manner was their wedding photos. Hold on. Let me see. I mean, she wasn't even really holding him, to be honest. Let me pull this up. Let me show you here. Let me share this photo. Here. This is as close as it got to Meghan holding her new husband. It's more like, yeah, look at me, bitches. I got the bag. I got this doofus to marry me. This idiot actually put a ring on it and said yes and said I do to me. Get it, idiots? I am a duchess finally. I am a princess. I am going to be rich. And then she found out that Harry really had nothing. But if you compare this to, where's the photo that I was showing you earlier? Meghan looks a lot more into Jake than she has with Harry. Look, here's this photo. Look at her signature tongue out, scrunching her nose, thinking that she's like a young girl or something. But then here with Harry, with Jake, you don't see her ever. I've never seen this kind of chemistry with Meghan or Harry. Now, I know that probably Harry is listening in right now and probably crying into his joints about how it's true, how he should have never married the raggedy mattress actress, how he should have listened to Prince Philip when he said, one just dates actress, my boy, not marry them. He didn't listen at all. Gigi, thank you. Molly, did you notice that her As Ever brand has all British products, spiteful at scale, low quality British products? And it's just like, I feel like she's taking the piss out of British products. She's mocking British products because British products are of good quality. You want some good quality British jam? Go buy some from Highgrove, some from Fortnum and Masons. There are some other local jams that you can buy from farmers that are good. Hell, even make your own. Meghan I don't know about her flour sprinkles, but they look like ginger pubes. And the last thing I want to be putting on my food is something that reminds me of Harry's pubes. Blech, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. No, thank you. Have we seen? Let me ask you again. Let me show you this photo. Meghan has known Jake for a long time, since she lived in Toronto. And I want to know, why is Meghan allowed to keep all of her connections with all of her past men in her life, and yet Harry cannot contact any of his friends? None of his girlfriends, none of his guy friends. He can't even attend their weddings at all without a note by Meghan saying he's allowed to. And yet Meghan can hang out with men that she used to hang out in hotel rooms with, used to have take very sensual photos of. used to get very close and handsy with. It's very disrespectful as a married Meghan, who is now a married woman. The fact that she is laying her grubby paws all over a married man who has children says a lot about her. How is that for feminism? How is that her way of saying that she does support other women? Look at how she is posing with her husband, future husband to be. She is like leaning away from him. This is supposed to be your engagement. You would think she would be leaning into him, all in love, but no, not at all. Doesn't she have a daughter older than this young man? There's been talk about Meghan Markle having a daughter with her first alleged husband, Joe Giuliano, or whatever his name is. I gotta look it up, but I think that's the name. But I feel like Harry, you were taken for an absolute fool. And now he is paying for it. I don't feel bad for him at all. The fact that he doesn't grow a pair to say, look, I don't want you, Meghan, my wife, to be like a chicken coop. You can't have cocks flying in and day out all day long. Could you imagine what did I just compare Meghan Markle to a chicken coop? Because she has cocks flying in and day out all night long. Maybe Harry might compare his wife, I don't know, to a Christmas tree because everyone gets to put their balls on her. Or maybe that, I don't know, maybe he might compare his wife to a cucumber and that maybe she. Oh dear. My apologies, my friends. She does have chickens. Look, I think that's what her obsession with chickens started, okay? That's where it started because she maybe thought of herself as a chicken because of all the cocks she's had flying in and out. Who knows? They said it's throwing like a hot dog down a hallway. I don't know. I don't slut shame. If that's your thing, girl, you get it. If eating cocks is your thing, if swallowing sausages all day long is your thing, you want to hook up with men from your past all day long because clearly you are not the type of woman who can elevate herself. You're not the type of woman who can grow. I would think like you see as a woman gets older and matures, they grow and become more established, where Megan just acts more loony, more crazy, more and more like a manic 12-year-old who is about to hit puberty. She's an absolute ding dong, that's for sure. The woman is a trampoline. Is she a trampoline because everyone gets to jump on her? Oh dear. I've gone completely left, haven't I? My apologies. My absolute apologies here. But this is who Harry married. She's a village bicycle. Is she a village bicycle because everyone got a ride? Is that why? Is she a village bicycle because everyone got to ring her bell? Oh dear. What is wrong with me today? I hope this stream doesn't get demonetized like the other one did. Cocks flying everywhere. I know. Then flying in and out all day long. All day long. Bark, 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 bark. So tell us what you really think, Molly. I always tell you guys what I really think. But this is not fair to Harry. Harry needs to grow a pair. Harry, like, look, I've never seen Meghan pose like this with Harold. Has anyone show me a photo, friends, of Harold getting kisses by Meghan like this? Never. Sussex squatties, I know you guys are here in the bushes watching and flagellating each other, but can you please find a photo of Meghan Markle giving Harry a kiss like this? Can you get me some photos of Meghan Markle being very sweet to her husband like she is with these other white men? Yeah, he does look high, right? He's got to be on something. Who knows? But that's your job, squatties. Find me a photo of Meghan Markle who looks like she actually wants to kiss her husband. And let's remember that Meghan Markle, I wanted to share this connection with you guys also. Meghan Markle met this guy, Gabor Jurina, through Jake Rosenberg also because he was one of the photographers that worked with Jake. Apparently, this man does say that he is gay, but there have been stories and allegations that these two have made a very adult triple X video together. I don't know if the screenshots that I have seen are actually legit, but if they are, holy schmolies, they are pretty wild. I mean, I've seen some pretty nasty things, and that stuff is pretty nasty. Maybe Megan doesn't like frozen Todgers. Who knows? Maybe Megan is not a fan of frozen Todgers covered in Elizabeth Arden cream. Unsee, my apologies. No, that's fake. Is it fake? Okay, thank you, Luzo. I always side eye those kinds of videos or like those kinds of images that get sent to me because I'm just like, I don't know about that. But at the end of the day, if that's what they're into, hey, whatever floats your boat, you're an adult, whatever two consenting adults do, then that is what you are into. At the end of the day, Meghan Markle is a sloppy broad who likes to spread it thin and wide all over the place. Meghan Markle, just like her jam, is watery, so she likes to cover many, many bases. Oh, Ian's wife, Tara. Thank you, my dear. I hope your husband said that I wished you a good morning where you are. Breakfast with my old man, watching a live, sweet. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I hope you two have a wonderful day today. You guys are starting bright and early, just like I do every single morning. I usually start my mornings at about 4:30 in the morning so I can like get things done in the quiet before the little gremlin wakes up. And then I got to get him ready for school. But oh dear, Jake and Megan. I find it interesting that Megan is meeting up with all of her old flings. I truly wonder what Jake's wife thinks of this. 4:30. Yeah, 4:30, sometimes 4:30. Maybe I'll let myself sleep until 5:15, but yeah, I wake up. I like to be like awake before the craziness of the morning starts. I don't like to be groggy or anything. So that's why. But I feel like, what was I saying? This is very disrespectful to Jake's wife. I don't know what Jake is thinking posing in such a manner with Meghan Markle because if you are married, I don't think you should be posing like that. And maybe you guys can correct me in the comments. Am I being a prude, even though I talk absolutely filthy sometimes? But am I being a prude about this? I think if you know that a man is married and has a young child, that the last thing you would want to do is be hugging up all over them. Did Jake have another child recently, Susan? Because I thought they just had the one. Sorry. I just thought that they had the one, but I thought that did they have another one? Because I know that someone was reporting that Jake Rosenberg just recently had a child, but yet let me just mention that there is a football NFL American football player named Jake Rosenberg who recently had a child. So I don't know if they're confusing the two just in case. So that's why I'm a little bit confused too. Like, did this guy just have another child or are they just confusing the two? Not sure. But I don't know. If I was Jake's wife, I would go and kick Meghan Markle's ass for getting so close and handsy with my man. But that's just me. Lisa Jean, thank you, dear, says you are a precious breath of fresh air. Thank you. That's what I try to be. I try and just keep things honest here, not sugarcoat things. Just say it how it's meant to be said. Now, if Meghan Markle wants to be a little skankola and go and sleep around with her exes or men that she used to hang out with, then maybe her and Harry should get a divorce. But at the end of the day, these two miserable fools only have one another. Because who is going to want them? Harry was a prince. I mean, he is still a prince and he got married at 36. Who has ever heard of a prince getting married at 36? You would think, oh, he's a prince. Women are throwing themselves at him. They want him. No, not Harry. Nobody wants Harry. Ugh, yuck. These two dorks are made for each other. Thank you, Ozzy Ann, for the super chat. Love this, Molly. I'm glad you're loving it. Thank you. He got dumped by all of his other girlfriends. Yeah, think about it. This guy was surrounded with aristocratic women and he was a prince. He could have linked up with another princess from another realm or something, but nobody wanted him. Everyone stayed away from him with a 10-foot pole. And now that Meghan has gotten everything that she wanted out of him by elevating herself, while what's the opposite of elevating? De-escalate? De-elevate? No. Help me. Help me here. My English third language is screwing me over. What's the opposite of elevate? Destroy, destroy. She destroyed Harry. She ruined him. Harry wanted him a hoe. Yeah, reduce. Thank you. Reduce, degrade, denigrated. Thank you all. Thank you. I don't know. Today is one of those days where my English is just screwing me up the rear. Deflate. Yeah. Meghan has elevated herself while absolutely destroying Harry because what does Harry have? Nothing. Harry has nobody, while Meghan is going back to all of her old romps and men that she used to have fun with. And what does Harry have? Nothing. His left hand, if he's lucky, if he can find his left hand, if he knows how to stroke himself. But then again, who knows? Harry is a dimwit. Koala Blood says, oh my God, Molly, love this live and you being petty. Thank you. Imagine how Jake's wife felt seeing that picture, and he's got a baby too. Yeah, I would have broken everything in that house. I would have been like, you want to go and smuggle and snuggle with a raggedy trollop? You go have that raggedy trollop then. No woman who loved her husband would be so flirtatious with another man. Exactly. And this is Meghan Markle, who calls herself a feminist, a leader of women and girls, and blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't have Meghan around any of my animals, any of my friends, any of stuffed animals. Who knows? Not at all. Meghan is the type that if she sees a chance, even with an animal or a stuffed toy, then who knows what would happen. Meghan would take it with anyone. She would be like, if he even has 1 foot in the grave, I think that's even better for her. But this is the type of woman where she loves to keep all of her past links close to her, and yet Harry can't have anyone. Poor Harry. No, not poor Harry. I hope he grows a pair and does something, but who knows? He keeps saying that he's so proud of his wife for everything, but yet she is the biggest failure ever. Harry is in a strange position because at the end of the day, I bet you Meghan has lots of footage and images of Harry. I bet you Meghan even has footage and images of herself and this Jake guy doing stuff when they were together. So maybe now she's using him to use as her photographer because she is using these images against him. Who knows? Who knows? Mascot monster. He's passed out, completely sleeping. He's licked himself to sleep. She has isolated Harry from his past relationships. Yeah, she definitely has. He's got no one. She's got absolutely no one. Lizzie Lopez says, Molly, they tried to outdo the RF and now they trying to outdo themselves. They're just making themselves look horrible. Oh, I thought that was a growl. I think maybe that was my stomach. I didn't think it would be that loud, but maybe that was my stomach you heard. Oh, here we go, Squatty. Here we go. Still making money off Meghan Markle, I see. Speak truth and speak it ever. Without her name, you'd be penniless, wouldn't you? Instead of gratitude, you spew hate. Girl, karma got your number. Oh, yeah? Well, I bet karma has Meghan Markle's number also. And really, I don't know if this is making money off of Meghan Markle, considering it is absolute pennies. And I run my own successful business while I'm still waiting to see if Meghan will stalk her ass ever website. But thank you, Riddle Media Disc K. Thank you for coming by and trying it. You tried it and you failed. But, anyways, moving right along. A Squatty, definitely a Meghan Markle fan. And the thing is that I feel sorry for Meghan Markle fans because they clearly set the bar so low for themselves. Anyone who calls themselves a Meghan Markle fan, I really feel sorry for because how can you be a fan of someone who is a perpetual failure? Someone who married into the royal family only to fumble it all, hustle backwards, and go back to banging the men that she banged before Harry. Does she really think that these men have more money than him? I thought she was supposed to upgrade to a billionaire, not downgrade. She's going from being with a prince down to what, a photographer again? That's funny. That's hilarious. Anyways, well, if that was Meghan Markle, make sure you all say, hello, Rachel. How does it feel to fumble the bag and now be spreading it wide and low and thin and nasty for the old photographer to be taking your photos again? I really want to know what happened between Misan and Meghan. That's what I want to know because now they're not friends at all. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here because I can hear my stomach growling and I should probably go eat something. But I will fill you in on more stories about Meghan and Jake and all of her. You know what? Maybe I will start bringing up her past and her history with her old men, everyone that she was with before Harry. And we should compare the way that Meghan likes to throw herself at the men before Harry and the way Meghan throws herself at her husband. I think I should be extra petty now that that little squatty came in here and decided to, act silly. Anyways, my darlings, I will see you in the next one. And at the end of the day, just remember Meghan Markle is a carpenter's dream. She's flat and everyone gets to screw her. Take care, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.